And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball for another great Big East matchup going down today, as I'll be on the play-by-play calling this one. Providence on the road taking on number 3 ranked Villanova, as I'll be covering this game between these two teams. And man, have we seen already upsets going on today throughout college basketball in these games. Syracuse topping off Virginia Tech earlier today. Oklahoma State without Cade Cunningham up early against Baylor 15-11. Providence on the bubble with a chance to prove it, make it 2 in a row against the top 25 opponent this week. We'll see what they can get here on the road at Villanova. Welcome, guys, once again here. We got Vegas on the stream. Big Ben, welcome out here. Imario and Spades, hello once again, man. Big Ben's still mad that he got blown out by Syracuse with Virginia Tech today. SMU's losing against UCF right now, and Minnesota losing against Maryland. Illy Gilly, welcome to the stream. Welcome on board, man. Hey, what's good, Badger? Welcome to the stream. Creighton won against UConn earlier today in the first game. So a lot of great basketball action here on a Saturday. Creighton, in my last stream, able to top off UConn by 8, 74-66 the final. Oklahoma beat Kansas earlier today, 75-68. Syracuse beat Virginia Tech by 18, 78-60. Houston over Temple today. That was the only non-surprise, basically, 68-51. Other than that, there's been flat-out teams that just have come out of nowhere here trying to get victories. Spades wants to do a score prediction. If you're a team on the bubble, you're looking for an upset, I'm going to take Providence here for my upset prediction. So I'm going to... Villanova was in a tight game against Seton Hall. I'm going to take Providence 70-68 in this game. Providence here, it's their defense that's going to have to keep them in the game. David Duke only scored 12 points in his last game. The dangerous duo, it's Duke and Watson. Both of these players are averaging over 19 points per game, number 2 and number 3 in the conference. Nate Watson coming off a career-high 29 points against Creighton back on Wednesday. Going to have a much difficult interior matchup once again, but he'll be going up against a Villanova team that's allowing 54% of their shots from 2-point range. That is number 10 out of 11 teams in the Big East there. So there's hope for Nate Watson here to have a big game. David Duke was on fire against Xavier. Dropped down a season high 30-burger in that one, but David Duke looking for a bounce-back game. He's going to have to hit his threes in this one like he hit 7 2 weeks ago against Xavier. For Villanova, they've only lost one game. It was against Virginia Tech back in November. 9-1 their record, 4-0 in the Big East. Colin Gillespie, 22 he had in the last game over Seton Hall. Jermaine Samuels looked good. He scored a season-high 20 points. And Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, he struggled, so he's due for a bounce-back game as well. So these two post players here going at each other are going to be the matchup to watch out for today. Robinson only had 8 points. Shot the ball 3 for 12 from the floor. And what they do best for Villanova, they don't turn over the basketball. They have the fewest turnovers out of any team in college basketball right now. Number 1 in the country. Averaging only 8 turnovers per game. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream. Big Ben puts out, is Virginia Tech still a good team? Yes, but Syracuse was desperate today, and they were playing at home, and Syracuse needed to put themselves in the bubble conversation. Same as Oklahoma, and we'll see how these games go on today. But probably I'll be saying same as Providence, same as Stanford, maybe even saying same as Oklahoma State by tonight has gone. Bubble teams are desperate and need victories against top 25 teams. Spades thinks that Duke's going to score 20. Thinks that he's leading Friars to the W here. Should be a tight game, I feel like. These Big East games in the weekend are, always tight, it feels like. What's good, Landon? He's predicting an upset. Providence by 2, 76-74. Bradley going to take Villanova by 4, 77-73. Yeah, not a terrible loss, considering how desperate Syracuse is playing right now. And, Minnesota losing against Maryland. Another team on the bubble with Maryland. Maryland up at Minnesota. The game is at Minnesota. Maryland leads at 20-17. North Carolina on the bubble along with NC State. Somebody has to win that game. NC State leads, North Carolina leads it now 33-31. Florida, Georgia tied up at 26. Florida inconsistent. Georgia been struggling. And That one, Florida. They're on the bubble. They need to get today for Florida. Auburn put up a 100 burger on the board against South Carolina. Auburn, they look totally changed with Sharif Cooper, scored over 50 in both the first half and the second half. Auburn won 109 to 86. Hopefully you took the over on that one. What's good behind you, Eric fan? Welcome to the stream, man. It's going to take Villanova by 5, 69-64. Oklahoma State, yeah, they're leading Baylor right now. 7:42 left to go in the first half. We'll keep you guys posted with that score throughout today. Toledo won against Kent State by 2. Both of those teams to the top of the MAC, 76-74. And we'll just keep you guys posted throughout today's games here. Florida State tips off against Clemson in about half an hour. This one at Finneran Pavilion in Villanova, Pennsylvania. So it's actually not at Wells Fargo Arena where they played the games last year. So where Philadelphia for the Sixers play. But this game is at Finneran Pavilion for this one in Villanova, Pennsylvania for this matchup between these two teams. And hopefully a good one in sight going on today. Villanova coming out of quarantine, first game back, they allow Seton Hall to make 56% of their shots. Villanova is last in the Big East in opponent shooting percentage, allowing their opponents to shoot the ball at over 49% from the floor this season. Also, but what Villanova does well, though, is shoot the three. They're first in the conference, shooting the ball at over 40% from three-point range. Well, guess what? Providence stopped Creighton's perimeter attack. And if Providence can stop the perimeter attack here of Villanova, I think they get a good chance to extend that to a 2-game winning streak, to have the biggest week out of anybody in college basketball. Yeah, I hear you, George. He wants Xavier back to play. That's a crusher, man. That your team's just on a pause right now. Georgetown and Butler, there. I think, yeah, Georgetown's on a pause too. I might have heard that Butler was on a pause, but they were on a pause earlier this season too. Beautiful place. I've never been there. It'd be cool to go there someday. So here we go, right, getting ready for tip-off. In this one, Providence in the black uniforms, Villanova in the white uniforms, as this game gets tipped off and Providence controls the tip. Starting five for this game looks like this for Providence. Nate Watson, David Duke, Jimmy Nichols Jr., Allen Breed, the freshman, getting the start in place. The point guard, once again, Jared Bynum, and A.J. Reeves. For Villanova, Colin Gillespie, Justin Moore, Caleb Daniels, Jermaine Samuels, and Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, as this game just tipped off. Providence moves it around the perimeter, and they turn it over. Terrible start. Jimmy Nichols, he threw the game away against Xavier 2 weeks ago, and he is the one who just turned it over. Jimmy Nichols was the one who put his foot on the baseline with 16 seconds left and crushed Providence's chances. So Villanova first possession, that's not how you want to start it. Gillespie, this team does not turn over the ball often. Number 1 in the nation of fewest turnovers. Providence blocks it, ball into the hands of Duke. Here goes the Friars now with it. Duke at the top of the key, as he is guarded by Daniels. Bounce past the right wing perimeter. Feeds it into the post, deflected out of bounds by Villanova, by Caleb Daniels, and the clock will stop with 19:05. Yeah, Georgetown is right in front of DePaul, second worst team in the conference. Yeah. Yeah, Georgetown's in a big rebuild this year. Inbound here for Providence around the perimeter. David Duke now with the basketball. Has it at the top, 19 minutes left to go. He'll take the three straight away off the mark, tipped up, right back over to Duke. Duke will have it, moves it over to the left wing. Reeves passes, ball deflected, and stolen away by Villanova. 2 turnovers by Providence, not the start they hoped for. Gillespie will dribble past half court. Gillespie at the top of the key, as he is guarded by Reeves. Moves it out to the left wing to Daniels. Passes left corner. They'll take a 3 off the mark, no good. Providence comes out with a rebound. Here they go, David Duke once again. Dribble, swings it out to Breed, right baseline dribble, Breed, floats it back, Watson, takes the jumper, got it, PC on the board first here, 2-zip, Nate Watson, able to get the jumper right there at the free throw circle. Good start for Providence, got to keep up the intensity, that defense, if they can lock down the perimeter today, and take Villanova out of their game, that's how they're going to get the W. Villanova has the top of the key, Gillespie, swings it over to the right wing to Daniels. Daniels guarded around the perimeter here by Reeves. Moves it out right baseline. Robinson-Earl jumper. Missed it off the mark. Villanova 0 for 3 to start out. Rebound Providence. Here goes Duke. Duke now flings it out to the right wing. with the basketball is Reeves, back over to Duke, moves it over to Breed. Breed punt fake, had 15 career high as a freshman in the last game for 15 points against Creighton. Duke has it, moves it out to Breed. He'll take the three, up, no good at the back rim, fight for the rebound. Villanova going to clash the glass and gets that one. Low scoring game. Expected this one right from the start. 3-point shot, Villanova hits it straight away. They need to lock up that perimeter. They did not do so on that possession. Justin Moore with a 3-ball raining down for the first 3 for Villanova. 17-15 left to go. Handoff around the perimeter, Reeves. Puts it back outside of Breed. Breed hands it off to Duke now, and around the perimeter, back over to Breed. Allen Breed gaining confidence. Floats it up mid-range. Bank. Got it for 2 by the freshman for a Breed. Good to see that right off the bat. 16:55 left to go. Villanova going to slow it down here. It's Gillespie. Gillespie at the top. Moves it over to Moore. Bounce pass right baseline. Robinson Earl. Guarded by Watson. Big matchup to watch out for today. Gillespie now dribbles. Guarded at the top of the key by Duke. Another key matchup. Now they will go inside with a right hand. Justin Moore. No good, and he traveled with it. Turnover, Villanova. Providence forces Villanova into their first turnover of the game. They don't turn over the ball that much. And right there, just great defense, locking them up inside and throwing bodies right into the lane. Behind the arc fan, excited for Duke versus Louisville at 4. So many good games today. Spades looking for Villanova to go down in this one. Providence looking for some more points here. Watson backs his way. Turnaround over Robinson Earl. No good. Offensive rebound. Watson missed it again. No good. That's a huge matchup today. 16-10 left to go. Tough defense right there by Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Gillespie takes the 3. Contested by Duke. Great defense right there by Duke. Hit the front rim. Rebound Providence with 16 minutes. Breed takes it past half court. Left wing back out to the top here into the hands of Nichols. Passes over to Reeves. He'll take the 3. Missed it. They got to take it to the basket. Villanova gets the rebound under 16 left to go. Bounce pass left baseline. Jermaine Samuels has it. He's guarded by A.J. Reeves. Samuels now backs his way into the post, puts it up, and that'll be a foul. First personal game picked up by A.J. Reeves of Providence. Clock will stop right now with 15:41. Oh, yeah, so many games to watch and choose from today, man. As we'll go to a timeout. Scoreboard update, Baylor taking on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State leading it without Cade Cunningham, 26-22. So the narrative remains the same. Bubble teams, I feel like, are more desperate in these types of games today. Did Duke get worse? They haven't played enough games. I think it's just Pittsburgh has gotten much better. Duke struggled defensively trying to contain Justin Champagnie of Pittsburgh. He went all over them in the last game. Hey, what's good, Darren? Welcome back once again. He's taking Providence here in a win and over on both teams and over in the game. Both of these teams are more like defensive, so I feel like this one might go under. Baylor is losing against Oklahoma State right now. That game's over on CBS. So many great games to watch for today. As we're just on a timeout here. Update of Baylor versus Oklahoma State. Under 4 minutes left to go. And Baylor puts it up and in for 2 by Mark Vital. As it's now a 2-point game, 26-24. And Vital will go to the line as well. So we'll keep you guys posted on that game. Already going down today was Kansas in the first L of the day. Oklahoma won against Kansas. Maryland's looking good up against Minnesota, 26-17. With 3.5 left to go before halftime, and Minnesota's at home. North Carolina up against NC State, 43-33. NC State's wrecking themselves right now, losing games. And North Carolina's been getting better. Florida up by 4 against Georgia, 34-30. Auburn destroyed South Carolina today, 109-86. Auburn is nothing to play for this season. They got an NCAA tournament ban. Yeah, I thought so at first, Landon. Actually, Oklahoma State appealed the ban. So Oklahoma State right now, since they appealed the ban, they they're eligible for the tournament as long as that ban is appealed. So I thought that they were banned first too, which they were, but since Oklahoma State appealed the ban, now they're eligible to play as long as that appeal is going on, which is now going on. Yeah, it's difficult to understand because Joe Lunardi does bracketology. He didn't even have Oklahoma State in his bracket, I don't think, until like late December. Yeah, Spade puts out college. Every single game matters. Definitely, man. This bubble will be up for discussion for a solid 2 months from January all the way to Selection Sunday. Who makes the tournament? Whereas the NBA players are able to get able to rest up and go load management. And that's the difference between, they play this season 72 games, but difference between what college plays, like a 20, around 25 games this season compared to 72 games. Every single game, more for college matters. Jermaine Samuels was fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. First one good for Villanova. Second shot goes up, no good. Hit the front rim. Rebound by Providence by Duke. Duke now with the ball, 15 and a half left to go. And Gus Johnson is calling this game, actually. So Gus Johnson is calling this game today. Allen Breed, the freshman, has it at the left wing, guarded by Daniels. 15 on the shot clock. Breed dribbles towards the right wing for Providence. Moves over to Duke. Duke with 10 on the shot clock. Duke now dribbles, flings it out right corner, pickpocketed. It gets intercepted by Villanova. They try to pass off a Providence player, and it went back into the hands of a Providence player. Providence gets the ball, and Villanova will pick up a personal here. The clock will stop with 15:11. Got a foul in the court. It's going to be on Villanova. I thought so. They're discussing right now who's it on. I thought it was on Villanova, but okay. So they sorted it out. It's going to be Providence basketball. Yeah, hopefully. They're in position right now to make the tournament for Oklahoma State. So hopefully we do see, after all, Cade Cunningham. Providence gets the inbound. It was actually not a foul by Villanova. It was that Villanova stepped out of bounds trying to save the basketball. Providence has it. Watson into the post, and Nate Watson turns it over. Nate Watson with a ton of contact right there, tries to just back his way, and he picks up the personal foul as Robinson Earl takes the charge. That's a tough matchup today. 15 minutes left to go. Villanova gets the inbounds. Gillespie will take it past half court. Moves over to Caleb Daniels. Back over to Gillespie here at the top of the key. Yeah, that should be a good one. Oregon UCLA on Thursday. I think they put that game really early compared to what they usually do. Turns the corner. Floats it up mid-range. Blocked, and blocking foul, they'll call, though, by David Duke. First personal he picks up. Providence have to be careful. That's their third personal foul now. One by Watson, one by Duke, one by Reeves as well. Those are their top three players, picking up personals each. So Caleb Daniels at the free throw line now, shooting 2 for Villanova. And first one's good. 5-4 Villanova. Second free throw coming up here at the line, and hits that one. Hey, what's good, Marco? Welcome to the stream here. Hopefully Providence can make it 2 in a row, bud. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Oh, wow, 9 p.m. I thought that game was at 5 p.m., but they moved it back to 9 p.m. Interesting. Oh, they didn't put that one on ESPN, that's why. I think they're going to have it on the Pac-12 network instead, for some reason. Providence at the top of the key with Duke. He dribbles now. Has it right elbow. Moves it back on top to Breed. Breed shot fake. Bounce pass over to the left elbow. Into the hands of Watson. Back outside to Duke. Left baseline jumper. He'll take it. No good. A rebound goes over to Samuels here for Villanova. Wildcats have it. 14 minutes left to go. Deflected and stolen. Here goes Providence. Watch out. Duke ahead of the pack. 1 man up beat. Lays it up and in. Tie game up at 6. Fast break transition points. That's where Providence has been so good this season. Off the fast break. And Villanova, their third turnover. They came into this game number 1 in the nation in fewest turnovers per game, and they already have 3. Villanova with the basketball. 13:45 left to go. They dribble at the right elbow. At the right baseline now. Backing his way on Breed, the freshman. Shot fake underneath, and just too good right there. Justin Moore puts it up and in off the backboard for the Wildcats. What's good, Grayson? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. 13.5 left to go, Providence basketball. Oh, it says ESPN, so they might put it on another one. I'll have to take a look at that and see. No good by Nichols. Tipped up, rebound, Villanova by Gillespie in the key. 13:15 left to go. Very low scoring game going on. Both of these teams taking their time with possessions. Slow and methodical with the basketball. Providence will pick up a personal this time by Jimmy Nichols Jr. So Nichols, Watson, Reeves, and Duke all with one personal foul. Each force a team by Providence now. And Villanova's yet to commit a personal foul today. Non-shooting foul. Villanova will get the inbound. They're up by 2. Daniels will be the passer. What's good, Pats Nation? Welcome back. Yeah, good game. Hopefully this one will be a good one as well. Daniels moves it back to the top here. Shot fake. Swider. As he's got this game against... He was born in Rhode Island, so against his former home state type of team here going out. Right corner perimeter, Swider has it here with 2 on the shot clock. Bounce pass underneath, and that will be no good. Out of bounds he stepped, so it's going to be a turnover by Robinson Earl. So Villanova turns it over. Their 4th of the game so far, so already halfway to what their average is this season. Robinson Earl had it with 1 second left to go on the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Hey, what's good, Obtuse Juice? Welcome to the stream, man. It's going to take Villanova in this one. Providence with it. Greg Gant into the game for the first time today. Moves over to Watson, guarded by Robinson Earl. The matchup to watch out for us. Duke at the top of the key. Reeves with the ball, pass over to Duke. Moves it around the perimeter. They needed to get some good looks here. Reeves puts into the hands of Duke, 10 on the shot clock. Duke will take the jumper, deep 2, hit the front rim, and the rebound goes to Swider here at Villanova. 12:20 left to go. Villanova's defense really good so far. Providence is yet to take an open jumper, and they've been trying. 3-point shot wide open, no good. Missed it from the top of the key by Robinson Earl. Rebound back to Providence, approaching 12 remaining. Low scoring game. Providence 3 for 11, Villanova 2 for 7. Duke moves it over left corner, Gant. Gant feeds it inside over to Watson. Watson turnaround, no good, missed it. Just great defense altogether there by Robinson Earl. Villanova gets the rebound once again. So feeding Nate Watson, this is going to be a tough task today against this type of team where they were able to do that plenty of times against Creighton. Today it's going to be much more difficult. Gillespie. Bounce pass gets tipped and out of bounds by Providence. Refs will say kicked ball violation. So after the timeout, Villanova will get it back. Media timeout, low scoring game, 8-6, Villanova by 2 here. So go in the timeout. Oklahoma State leading Baylor by 9. Wow. What a statement these teams are trying to put on. Actually, right now, scoreboard update, I'm going to take a look at that for you guys right now. Oklahoma State versus Baylor. On a timeout, score there, 34-30. So Baylor's cut it down to 4 now. What I said at the top, bubble teams are motivated to come in and get victories. We're looking at them right now. Maryland winning over number 17 ranked Minnesota, 33-27. Just another Saturday in college basketball. That's what it is. We've already had Kansas lose against Oklahoma. Virginia Tech lose by 18 against Syracuse. We're going to see a whole lot more upsets today. Bet you that Stanford will knock off UCLA later today. Potentially Providence can knock off Villanova, we'll see. Florida State should definitely be able to knock off Clemson. No problem with that one. How about Kansas State if Kansas State knocks off West Virginia? I wouldn't buy that though. I wouldn't buy that game though, that Kansas State knocks off West Virginia later today. No, wouldn't take that one too far. So we're in a timeout currently. Oklahoma State leads at 36-30 over Baylor on this timeout currently between Providence and Villanova. Sneaky matchup here. Alabama taking on Mississippi State. I think I'll take Alabama there. Imagine if Mississippi State beats Alabama, though, because Mississippi State is a bubble team. So here we go again. Here's the talk. Bubble teams are more motivated to beat teams inside the top 25. But I got to stick with Alabama. How well Alabama's been rolling lately. Yeah, imagine if Gonzaga loses today. Kansas State never. Yeah, no chance. Would not take them against West Virginia today. Kansas State's definitely not on the bubble. So yeah, no. That would be a no to Kansas State. Hey, what's good, Raptor? Welcome to the stream, man. You can't stay for long, but you're here for a few minutes. You bet on Ohio State and Providence plus 11, St. Bonaventure as well, and already won with Oklahoma, winning even up. And so if he wins all, he gets $500. That's awesome, man. And Oklahoma State up against Baylor still. Colorado got a game against Washington State tonight. What do I think that the NCAA would do if a COVID outbreak occurs during a tournament? Say if like a tournament team tests positive, couldn't play. That's unfortunate for that team. They probably replace them with like one of the teams, like the last team missing out on the tournament, probably. Like whoever the top seeds are for the NIT, they would probably replace them with those teams. Or if it's an automatic qualifier, they probably replace that automatic qualifier with the second best team from that conference. So I'm trying to think about like one of these conferences. Okay, so so say if it's the America East, like an automatic qualifier from a mid-major conference. Say if Vermont wins the America East tournament, but say if Vermont has like positive tests heading to the NCAA tournament in Indianapolis and Vermont has to withdraw. That means I don't know what it's actually going to be, but I'm just guessing here that probably what they should do for my suggestion is that they should send the second best team in that conference, or whoever went to the title game. So say if UMBC went to the title game and played Vermont, they would send them instead. 8-6 to score, 11:25 left to go. Providence has the basketball inside the post, and they travel with it. David Duke picks up the travel. Oh, Oklahoma State, so not Ohio State. Okay, yeah, got you there. Wow, Oklahoma State up at halftime, 36-33. Without Cade Cunningham. 11:20 left to go. All you have to do to beat Baylor, lock up the perimeter. That's their bread and butter. Because they've been hitting open threes all season long. Right corner, Villanova turns it over. Providence forcing Villanova into 5 total turnovers so far. How about that? Villanova is the #1 team, fewest turnovers per game this season. Providence basketball, they just got to score. That's all. They have yet to hit a 3, 0 for 3 from the outside. Top of the key, Ed Croswell. They are going big right now for Providence. Feeds it over to Croswell. Puts it up, it gets blocked from behind. He was looking for the fall. Ton of contact, no foul. Villanova gets the basketball off the block. Grinded out type of game right here. Wildcats to the right wing, Justin Moore. Hands it off to Daniels. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Rebound. Providence gets it with 10:40 left to go. Jack here. Welcome to the stream once again. 10.5 left to go. Duke will drive inside. Puts it up. Good for 2. And they will count a blocking foul as well. David Duke going to go to the free throw line. Caleb Daniels picks up the first personal foul of the game. Right now, the clock will stop. 8-8. Big playmaking ability right there by David Duke. That's why he's going to be a first-round draft pick if he keeps it up. Looking for a bounce-back game. Scored a season-low 12 points against Creighton. Duke here to break the tie at the free throw line. Providence is completely locking up Villanova's 3 balls today. And he hits it. 3 by Duke on the board. Providence by 1, 9-8. 10:35 left to go. Actually, yeah, Duke's got 5 right now, so he's got 5 on the board. And the freshman Breed has got 2 currently for Providence. And also 2 points by Nate Watson, the big man. Both of them have scored double figures in every single game, Watson and Duke this season. #2 and 3 in the conference. Villanova shot fake. Bounce pass underneath. Dixon will put it up. That's good for 2 in the foul. So Villanova heads to the line with Eric Dixon and will shoot the and 1. Jimmy Nichols Jr. again picks up a personal, his second one of the game. Yeah, Baylor trailing by 4 at halftime against Oklahoma State. The craziness of college basketball this week. These Saturday games full of upsets. Yeah, hopefully we don't have like any severe outbreaks when in Indianapolis for the tournament. Eric Dixon and 1. No good, missed it. Rebound by Nichols here. Providence, but whoa, they're going to send him back to the line or what? Lane violation? Yeah, lane violation. Yeah, lane violation, so Dixon here will go to line again and shoot 1 more. Yeah, UCLA versus Stanford. That game was up. The poll was leaning towards UCLA versus Stanford like the first 2 hours. Providence commits the offensive foul. Greg Gant around the perimeter with the elbow, and Villanova will have it back. That's costly. What's good, Raven? Welcome to the stream once again. Yeah, I think that UCLA Stanford is going to be a really close game today. And Kentucky versus LSU. I think LSU is going to demolish Kentucky. So those fans better show up for that game today. We had over 60 people vote for Kentucky versus LSU. I better see at least 60 in the chat for that game today, because it was 61-39 in favor of Kentucky versus LSU instead of UCLA versus Stanford. Lost Pupper 123, welcome to the stream here. We got 10-12 remaining. How far do you think Kansas will fall? Kansas at number 9. 0-2 this week. A lot of these teams are losing around Kansas. That's the problem. Minnesota's losing right now. I'll probably go to like 16-17 for Kansas right now. Because a lot of these teams are losing. UConn lost today at 23. They're going to get knocked out. Clemson is going to get knocked out as well. Unless they win today against Florida State. Florida State looking good, though. Yeah, my thoughts about Maryland is they're undersized for Maryland, but when they get hot from 3, that's where they can beat teams. That's how they were able to beat Wisconsin, getting great from 3-point range. So we get back to action. 10 minutes left to go. Villanova by 2. Shot fake here. They dribble inside. Samuels puts it up and no good. Off the glass. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Providence. So it's going to be Villanova ball again. Yeah, Maryland's a team on the bubble that's trying to prove themselves as well. Wow. 36-27. Maryland up at halftime against Minnesota. Hey, what's good, Timo? Welcome to the stream. So he changed his mind. I already scheduled Kentucky LSU right now. 3-point shot outside, no good by Samuels, and rebound by Providence by Breed. Friars with a chance to tie with a 2. Gant has it, moves it out left baseline. Nichols jumper, got it. Tie game, 11 even. Great look right there off the catch and shoot left baseline by Jimmy Nichols Jr. for the Friars. Under 10 minutes left to go. Low scoring game. Probably because people want to see Kentucky lose tonight by a bunch, by like 20 plus probably. At the right wing, Gillespie bounce pass into the hands of Dixon, hands it off to Gillespie. Shot fake, moves it back outside. Moore will take a 3, contested by Reeves. Providence locking up this perimeter today. Rebound back to the Friars here. Here they go. Top of the key, Breed. The freshman broke out in the last game with his career high with 15. Breed back to the top. Gant moves it over. Left corner, Nichols outside of Reeves. And back over to the top of the key. Providence dribbles. Jumper, free throw circle. No good. And there was a foul picked up. It's going to be by Justin Moore and a rebound for Villanova. So third personal foul by Villanova. Going up for the rebound with Croswell. And the clock will stop. Yep, watch today be the only day that I had the chance to stream Stanford and they end up winning the conference. Yeah, Lost Pupper shocked about Duke's season. They're a young team just like Kentucky. They had a lot of turnover from the last season. Providence inbound. They pass it inside, deflected, stolen away. They tried to get that one into Watson, but couldn't. Stolen here by Robinson Earl. Has it at the free throw circle. Dribbles inside, guarded by Watson. Bounce pass to the left wing. Swider moves it out. Gillespie over to Moore to the right corner to Daniels. Tie game up at 11. Spin move as they dribble, working on Duke underneath, and they stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Villanova, for the 6th time today. Already, wow. Providence will have it back. Everybody in Obtuse Juice's family roots for a different team. He's a Villanova fan, brother's a Maryland fan. For the older brother, parents are URI fans. 8.5 left to go. Tie game up at 11. Providence will now take it inside. Big poster right there. Jimmy Nichols right over Swider with a flush. And Nichols now with 4 as Providence takes the lead. 13-11. Villanova at the right wing perimeter. Gillespie moves it over. Robinson Earl spin move into the post. Stripped to the basketball. Goes out of bounds. And it's last touched by Providence, it appears to be, as there's going to be a media timeout. 8 minutes remaining. Looks like Arkansas able to get the W today over Ole Miss. So we go to another timeout. 8 minutes left to go. All right, scoreboard update here. Oklahoma State losing to Baylor at halftime, 36-32 the score. An upset city here as far as these games. 36-27, Maryland over Minnesota right now at the half. Razorbacks roll predicting Villanova 79-74. Yeah, Arkansas won today over Vanderbilt, 92-71. No shocker there. That's what happens when they play the full 40 of basketball. They're a dangerous team for Arkansas because they can score, just like today's game resembled. North Carolina up against NC State. Second half, 16:20 left to go. 51-42. That's a large beatdown. LSU takes down Kentucky 89-57. Hey, the people who chose that stream, they better get a close game, what they asked for, because they're going to probably get Kentucky losing by 20 plus tonight. Instead of UCLA versus Stanford, a very good matchup between those two teams that could come down to the wire. This game, it's been low so far. Just not much scoring. Florida State tipped off against Clemson 4-2 in that game. It's been difficult to hit shots altogether here. Providence's defense, they got to give credit here because their defense keeping them in the game, forcing Villanova to only make 3 shots, 3 for 12, and they're 1 for 8 from the perimeter. Jack here doesn't care who I just go for, just don't do Tennessee. Just can't afford another loss. Yeah, whenever I stream Tennessee, they're 0 for 2 this season. They're just cursed whenever I stream them. They got both losses this year in my streams. ICA, welcome back in here. He's going out for Providence first half for this one he's looking for. So they're up by 2, playing great defense. And, man, they are just playing with grit, passion, and heart here. Might not be pretty basketball, but they're in this game. Right in this game right now. 13-11. Yeah, Raptor puts out here, if the NCAA allows Oklahoma State to be in the tournament, thinks that Cade Cunningham is going to take over games like what Carson Edwards did back for Purdue from 2 years ago. Yeah, UNC leads NC State. UNC should be able to take that one. And NC State's in some serious trouble right now. 13-11 to score, 8 minutes left to go. Villanova is also in the bonus as well. So we are back to action. Villanova gets the inbounds. You move it out to the right wing. Gillespie now with the basketball. He dribbles guarded by the freshman Breed. Passes out to the top here. Over to Samuels. Back outside to Gillespie. Dribbles. Jumper over Breed. Takes it. Hit the front rim. Great defense by Providence. Rebound by the Friars. 7:40 left to go. Providence pass half court. Ball into the hands of Breed. This is great defense in this first half by PC. David Duke at the right wing. Bounce pass and ball almost stolen. Able to get into the hands, though, of Jimmy Nichols there. Nichols backs his way inside. Passes back out to the top. Duke with it. 10 on the shot clock. Duke will take the 3 straight away. Money! David Duke lights it up right there from the top of the key for Providence. They'll lead it. Largest lead today by 5. 7-zip run by Providence here. 7:10 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Raptor, for stopping by. I'll see you on the next stream, bud. Yeah, Baylor, now they're in trouble once again. Another slow first half. Jumper off the mark. Villanova offensive rebound. He passed over to Gillespie. Open two. He'll take it. No good. Missed it. Tipped around. Allen Breed crashes the glass right there. Gets the rebound. Providence will take a three. Nichols. Got it. Oh, baby. Here we go. Three balls raining. 19-11 Providence with 6:40 left to go. Villanova takes it past half court. Providence been able to lock up that perimeter. That's the bread and butter. Number one three-point shooting team in the conference at 40% plus by Villanova today. 1 for 8 from the outside so far. Backs his way. More. No good. Roll around the rim of the ring and out. A rebound here by Breed for Providence. He has it in transition. Breed goes inside. Bump and a fall. That's going to be offensive. Allen Breed picks up the offensive foul for Providence turnover. And Villanova going to have it back. Just a freshman mistake. You got to see the body right there in the lane. And yeah, that's Gillespie, upperclassman, just takes the charge right there, right underneath. Wow, LaSalle versus Richmond. LaSalle by 1, 32-31. 6:18 left to go. Oh, 1 second here. They actually reversed this. This is going to be a personal foul picked up by Gillespie. They were pointing in Villanova's direction, the ref said. But they later roll it personal foul by Gillespie here. So Providence going to go to the free throw line. So that they reversed the call. Wow. So here's 2 free throws instead by Providence. Big game-changing call. First one good. 20-11 Providence with 6:18 left to go. Second free throw by the freshman Breed. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound Villanova. Providence by 9 with 6:15 remaining. Villanova's yet to score in the last 4 minutes. They pass over left baseline. Open. Jumper. Robinson Earl. He takes it. He makes it. That's good for 2. That's the first time today they saw Providence just leave open a wide open man. Friars have it around the perimeter. Duke hands it off to Breed. Breed's been a big help for this team coming in for the injured Jared Bynum. Duke has it, able to get around the ball screen. One man just flung it out of bounds. Looking for Watson. He had the idea. Just threw it behind Watson, though. Turnover by David Duke. Second one of the game. It will be Wildcats ball. Under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Villanova. Top of the key, Gillespie. Guarded. Bounce pass here inside. Robinson Earl puts it up, and that will be a turnover by Robinson Earl. Double dribble in the key by Villanova. Turnover number 7 for Villanova today. For a team that came into this game averaging 8 turnovers per game. Number 1 in the nation. Providence by 7. Yeah, looking good so far. Their defense, man, has kept them right in this game. 7-point lead because of this defense. Breed, the freshman, moves it back outside to Duke. Duke with 5:25 left to go. Dribbles top of the key. Gets the separation. Takes the 3 off the mark, though. Watson tries to come up with a rebound. Couldn't get it. Tap from his hands, and rebound goes to Villanova. Samuels pass up the court. Dribbles right baseline underneath Samuels. He puts it up. Great defense by Providence. Missed the first one. Offensive rebound. Back to the left corner. Missed the 3 by Villanova. Offensive rebound again a third time. Gillespie wide open. Takes the 3, and that time he hits it. Nothing you could do there for Providence. You just had too many men on one side of the court, and Gillespie hits the 3. That's their second one of the game. 20-16. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream, man, as he is back once again. Duke puts into the hands of Nichols. A Villanova 5-zip run. They were down a couple moments ago, 20-11. Duke has it top of the key. Watson sets the pick. Watson rolls underneath. Duke passes outside to Bredo. Moves around the perimeter to Reeves. Reeves swings it over. Right corner, Nichols. Nichols passes over to the freshman. Bobble lost control of it. Or no, that was Reeves actually. It wasn't Breed. It was Reeves who lost control of it. Stolen away by Villanova. 8th Providence turnover. Villanova jacks up a 3. Terrible possession there. Didn't even pass it to their teammates. A rebound goes back by Providence. Providence drives inside. Breed puts it up and in. Off the backboard there for Allen Breed, the freshman. X factor, you can say, in this one. Breed now with 5. Looking good. 4 minutes approaching that mark before halftime. Bounce pass. Left elbow Villanova. Robinson Earl guarded by Nichols. Jumper takes it off the mark. Defensive rebound by Providence by Breed. Ball tapped away from him, though, and that will be a Villanova foul. Reach in from behind by Jermaine Samuels. Clock will stop with 3:50. Oh, my goodness. Allen Breed looking good here for the freshman. 5.6 rebounds. so far. Providence, 17 rebounds on the court here as they lead at 22-16 in this timeout. Alright, right now we're in the timeout. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here, folks. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams as I cover college basketball games and NBA games here as well. Scoreboard update for college basketball for today. Baylor ties it up against Oklahoma State. Baylor did struggle. They were losing at halftime against TCU a couple weeks ago. So Baylor tie game up against 36-36 against Oklahoma State. We'll keep you guys posted there. Baylor just took the lead, actually, 39-38. As I'm looking at this one on CBS, Oklahoma State missed the three and Baylor got the rebounds. So Baylor looking for those second half adjustments, part of a team run of 14-4 for Baylor or so. Other college basketball games going down today, as we'll give you guys those updates just a moment. Florida leading Georgia 47-39. South Carolina up against North Carolina State 59-45. Richmond winning LaSalle by 1, 38-37. Florida State beating Clemson. No shocker there, 15-7. Clemson's not even going to make the tournament. Mark my words, they're not even going to make the tournament for Clemson. They just keep on dropping games lately. Man, they were just ranked so high. Their defense has faltered. They had a top 5 defense, and then they gave up 85 to Virginia and got crushed earlier this week against Georgia Tech, giving up 80+. Their defense is faltering right now. They haven't played like legit opponents until now, when they played the cream of the crop of the ACC, Virginia and Florida State. Baylor just missed another 3. Oklahoma State leads at 40-39. So we'll keep you guys posted on that game throughout. SMU up by 3 against Central Florida, 47-44. Maryland leading Minnesota. The game is at home for Minnesota, and 41-32 the score. Yep, and to think that Clemson was put at number 12. They had played a bunch of power conference teams to that time. They were put at number 12, but none of them were really good. Like, none of them were, like, the top-tier teams. Like, they had won against Purdue, Mississippi State, but they got those teams at a great time for Clemson, where Purdue lost a couple players from their team for last season, that they had a freshman bench, so they were trying to figure things out for Purdue, and they've improved a ton this season. And Mississippi State, they were without one of their top scorers, Iverson Molinar, for that game, and that's a young team. So those two teams have totally improved from the start of the season. Big Ben got his top 5 in the ACC, Virginia, Florida State, Louisville, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh for his top 5 prediction. And yeah, Clemson nowhere to be seen. 3:53 left to go. It's going to be Providence ball and Noah Horkler coming into the game for the first time today. On the court here for Providence, Horkler, Watson, Gant, Duke, and Reeves. For Villanova on the court, Gillespie, Slater, Daniels, Robinson, Earl, and Dixon. Horkler at the left wing. Moves over top of the key. They'll take a 3. A.J. Reeves missed it. No good. Rebound by Daniels here, Villanova. Providence by 6. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Villanova drives inside. That one no good off the glass. Tipped up. And Horkler got him for a reason. Comes up and grabs the rebound for Providence. Here goes the Friars. At the left baseline, Duke. Backs his way into the post shot fake. Turnaround jumper. Hit the front rim. Offensive rebound. Reeves floats it up. He gets contacted and fouled. Caleb Daniels picks up his 3rd personal right now. The clock will stop with 3:20. So free throws here at the line. 2 of them by A.J. Reeves for Providence. First one, good. Got it. Free throws a helper here for Providence today. 3 for 4 at the charity stripe. Caleb Daniels in quite a bit of foul trouble. Just picked up his 3rd, so he goes to the bench. Second free throw by Providence, and they hit that one. Also Providence in the bonus as well. So perfect 2 for 2 by Reeves at the line. Hey, what's good there, Snake Durango? Puts out, I look like a basketball player to him. You can imagine me and Paul Pierce playing together back in the day. Probably score like 20 points in the game he puts out. Too funny, man. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Villanova, right baseline jumper, Dixon. No good, rattled out. Providence defense coming in clutch right there. Offensive rebound tie-up. Or is it going to be a personal foul? It's going to be a personal foul picked up. Almost a tie-up, but they're going to say Reeves with a rebounding foul. Man, upset city today on Saturday. Non-shocker compared to what happened last week with losses all over the place. Baylor losing against Oklahoma State. 3 minutes left to go here. Providence up by 8. Kansas went down today against Oklahoma. Yeah, this could be the day that 2 and 3 go down, and Iowa lost against Indiana. So it's these teams in the bubble that's trying to prove themselves. Oklahoma State, Indiana, Providence. The list goes on for all these teams in the bubble, and they have proved themselves. They have stepped up to the occasion this week for the majority of these teams. Oklahoma. And then later today, Stanford has got a game where they're the underdogs against UCLA. Second free throw, no good by Robinson Earl. Rebound Providence leading by 7. 2:50 left to go before halftime. Breed now with the basketball at the top of the key. Breed bounce pass over to Horkler. Moves it inside. Entry pass over to Duke. Duke underneath. Puts it up and no good at the front rim. Horkler gets it. Stepped out of bounds though. Turnover Providence. That was tight. He tried to go for the rebound underneath. That's a good game actually right there too. Do I think Wisconsin beats Ohio State today? Thinks Ohio State's guards are out. Yeah, I would take Wisconsin in that one. So that could be another tight game there, but I would lean towards Wisconsin in that one. 2:28 left to go. Bounce pass Villanova. Cuts denied. Greg Gant, but they call a foul on him. Late foul call right there on the whistle. And Villanova go shoot 2 at the line. Hey, what's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream once again. He's going out for Providence here. Pulling off the upset. What's good, Lucas? No problem, you're late, man. Yeah, imagine if 2 of the top 3 teams lose. It could be possible. I didn't pick Baylor to lose, though, but I picked it to be a close game. I think I had Baylor by like 4 or 5 to win that one. First free throw, Villanova misses it. They're struggling at the line, too. They can't hit free throws. They're 5 for 9 at the charity stripe. Second free throw, they missed it. No good. 50% by Villanova. Rebound Providence, 0 for 2 that trip. Friars have it, top of the key, David Duke. Moves over to Horkler, back outside to Gant. Gant at the top of the key. Back out to Watson. Watson will hand it off to Duke. Flings it over to Watson into the post, puts it up. And that will be a foul here. It's going to be offensive by Nate Watson. Colin Gillespie just sets his feet inside and takes the charge. And it's unfortunate because Watson had the opportunity once again. It's just Villanova's interior defense has kept them in this game here. They just can't make buckets. Yeah, unfortunate name. Shaking up the whole rankings. Oh, these rankings going to be a mess this week. 24-17, approaching 2 minutes left to go. Villanova ball, Gillespie. At the top of the key, guarded by Breed, able to get past him. Floats it up, mid-range jumper, no good off the mark. Tipped up, and Allen Breed going to come up with another rebound. He has been huge here for Providence in the first half. Breed in place at Jared Bynum today at the point guard spot. Back over to Duke. Left wing perimeter. Duke now has it. Bounce pass into the hands of Croswell, getting some minutes. Bounce passes off the cut there to Horkler. Tapped out of bounds from behind by Villanova, though. So Nate Watson, the big fella, currently on the bench as he picked up a personal. It's going to be Horkler and Croswell's time to shine here for Providence and see what they can do for the 2 transfers, trying to put it together. Both have been underwhelming this season, but have the opportunity to put up some numbers here. Croswell backs his way, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl puts it up, and he travels with it inside. Ouch. Ed Cooley cannot believe that. 10 total turnover for Providence. Refs call a travel on him in the post. So turnover Providence. Villanova gets it back. Providence is the defense here for PC. It's outstanding. That's why they're winning by 7. They came in to lock down Villanova today. Gillespie, this is an absolute dogfight. Gillespie backs his way on Breed underneath. Gillespie shot fake and just able to get around him. Good for 2. Minute 15 left to go before halftime. Providence basketball. Every single possession a challenge so far. Breed at the top, moves it over Horkler, puts the ball into the hands of Duke. Back outside to Breed. The freshman looking to take control. Away from the screen, he dribbles now. Moves it back out to the top of the key. Gant puts the ball into the hands of Duke here. Duke on a one-on-one. Duke will now dribble, takes it into the lane, floats it up. Robinson Arrow comes out with a block, and Villanova saves it, and they get the basketball off the turnover. Here goes Villanova, 45 seconds left to go. Gillespie floats it up off the mark. Gant crashing the glass with a rebound. Here they go in transition. Breed has it up the court, and he's going to slow it down, though. Past half court, 35 seconds remaining. Breed will slow it down, 12-second differential shot clock and game clock. Breed drives inside, puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's on the ground still. Bodies colliding, Villanova going to get it. And they have the basketball here. Watch out, Horkler, you got to get back, man. Puts it up, easy two for Villanova. Oh, Horkler, come on, man. Get back in transition. 24-21, timeout taken by Villanova. I think Ed Coley was looking for a foul there. That was just total sloppy possession. Unbelievable. Villanova on a run here. Providence yet to score last 3 minutes as we go in the timeout. Alright, right now in the timeout here. Yeah, Providence, the offense has just been struggling, but yeah, they're still up. This defense has been huge in this game so far. Yeah, if they're able to take care of the ball, they'd be putting up 30 plus in the board right now. Still up. Scoreboard update. Oklahoma State up against Baylor. Still 42-41. And Minnesota cutting into the Maryland lead in the second half. Maryland still leads it, though, 41-35. So, a lot of good games to keep you guys posted. Yep, just total mad at Horkler right there. Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Easy two for Villanova because Horkler just... Too many guys playing after the basketball and did not get back in transition. That's what you can't have. 15 seconds left to go. This should be Providence with a final shot here unless something wacky happens that you shoot it way too soon. Providence with the ball, or if they turn it over. They'll take a quick three, still with 4 on the shot clock, and he gets fouled. Allen Breed at the right corner gets fouled by Brandon Slater. And that's going to be 3 free throws coming up at the line. That's costly for Villanova. 24-9, Florida State over Clemson. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I had said that Florida State was just going to blow them out of the water today. And yeah, Clemson's not going to make the tournament. Yeah, Providence isn't bad. They had a couple of transfers on their team, and it just takes a lot to get used to and to adjust. They hadn't been playing up to their potential this season. The teams that they have played in non-conference play are much tougher than what people expect. Like, a lot of people have slept on Alabama this season. They have slept on Indiana. And Indiana just knocked off Iowa a couple of nights ago. And Providence lost against both of those teams back in Maui, against Indiana and against Alabama. They've had a tough schedule to date. Timeout taken by Villanova with 4.3 left to go on the clock. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream. They might have the chance to crack the top 25 if they keep on going on if they go on like a massive win streak like they did last year, winning their last 6 straight and getting hot at the right moment. That could be the time. This could be the turnaround that we're looking for them, because they've still yet to play Georgetown. The thing is that they have bad losses in there. That's the thing. They should have never lost against Butler. That's the loss that's crushing them right now. And then they won in double overtime against DePaul. First free throw is good. 25-21. This is 3 free throws. He was fouled from the 3-point perimeter by Allen Breed. The freshman's come up huge here. Second free throw, that one's good. And he's going to have a third. Free throws helping out Providence. They've been able to hit them so far in this game. And the third one, hit all 3 there by Allen Breed. 27-21. That's actually the other Ant, Big Ben. So there's 2 Ants in my stream. So he's actually not a Kentucky fan. 4.3 left to go. Villanova inbounds it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, pass half court. Gillespie, 3 at the horn. It's up, and he gets it. It's a 3-point game at halftime because of Colin Gillespie and his leadership, what he has done for Villanova in this game so far, taking charges, putting his team in this game still, and that should have never been a made 3-point shot. That was defense by... Why is Andrew Fonts out there? Come on! Oh, Ed Cooley, what are you doing? That's how you lost against Creighton. They hit a half-court shot and won the game by 2 3 weeks ago. Andrew Fonts, he barely gets any minutes. What was that? He plays for the final 4 seconds to substitute him in, and because of that, Gillespie takes a 3 over him at the horn and hits it. So we go into halftime. He only plays in games when your team is blowing out their opponent. He comes in like in the final 2-3 minutes just to close it out if your team's up by 20-30. That just made 0 sense. Wow. So yeah, watch those 3 points be costly at the end of the game. Unbelievable. Unreal. Yep, Big Ben loves it when I yell at my team right there. Should have never had Andrew Fonts in the court for that one possession. Every single possession, especially in the Big East game, counts. So we are at halftime in an absolute dogfight. Providence winning this game despite shooting the ball 35% from the floor. The reason why they're winning is because of their defense, allowing Villanova to shoot the ball just 8 for 30 and 3 for 12 from the perimeter. They came into this game for Villanova, number 1 in the conference, shooting at 40% from three-point range. Today, Providence, their perimeter defense can lock up the outside, and today they have done that. Sometimes I've seen Providence get a little bit just unmotivated around the perimeter and haven't been able to lock it up, just like that game against DePaul. They were sleeping around the perimeter and gave a ton of space over to Charlie Moore and got ripped to shreds in that game, that they were in a shootout against DePaul. So their perimeter defense is keeping them in this game, and the freshman Allen Breed has done huge stuff so far. 8.7 rebounds at halftime with 2 assists. He stepped up in a huge way. So right now we're just at halftime here. Scoreboard update, 13 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State versus Baylor. Oklahoma State trying to pull off the upset at home, leading by 1 against Baylor. 49-48 the score. We'll keep you guys posted. Maryland looking to pull off the upset for the first home loss this season by Minnesota. Maryland leads at 48-37. Oh, this tournament's going to be wacky. That is one thing for sure. What's good, Cake? Welcome onto the stream here once again. Oklahoma State just missed it, and Baylor gets the rebound, and Baylor for the chance to take the lead, and oh my goodness, Oklahoma State with a massive block from behind. Wow. And Baylor missed another 3, and Oklahoma State grabbed the rebound. Richmond at halftime only beating LaSalle by 1. Yeah, the Atlantic 10 is just destroying themselves up here as far as who's going to be in the tournament. Watch Dayton beat VCU later today. So, Dayton might have the chance to beat VCU today. Florida State looking good up against Clemson, 24-13. St. Bonaventure right now is the team to beat in the A10. Besides, St. Louis is yet to play a game, though. They're probably looking at 2 bids. It's probably going to be St. Louis and St. Bonaventure once St. Louis actually plays a game. Oh, that's awesome, man. You played with Breed before. He lives out in Georgia with you. That's awesome, man. North Carolina looking good up against NC State, 67-55. And Oklahoma State hits the free throw. So we'll keep you guys posted on this game right now. Man, so many upsets. Just another Saturday, though, of college basketball. Georgia Tech versus Virginia Tech. That's going to be an interesting game later tonight. Now, Georgia Tech's been improving, and they're trying to play spoiler and beat Virginia. Or, Georgia Tech versus Virginia later today. Hey, what's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, man. So happy. That's great, dude. You got a Baker Mayfield jersey. There you go, bud. Florida State a sleeper in the tournament, or is Clemson just bad? I think it's a little bit of both. I think it took a little bit of while for Florida State to get their wheels going, and they're starting to look like the team that they assembled last season. That this team is just a really deep team, and they're dangerous. They have multiple weapons on Florida State, and for Clemson, the defense is faltering for Clemson. This defense that everybody was talking about, that was like top 5 nationally, giving up like 55 points to their opponents. Their defense has got ripped to shreds lately, and they got ripped to shreds by a Virginia team who's not really explosive in scoring. They gave up 85 against Virginia, and let's see here. Yes, 85 against Virginia, 83 against Georgia Tech. Clemson had managed to win close games before that, though. They squeaked out a bunch of close games, and now the tables are just completely turned. Yeah, the teams that they beat early on, I just think they got the best of these teams early on. Whereas if they played Mississippi State, Purdue, definitely Purdue. If they played Purdue and Maryland, right now, I feel like Clemson would lose those games if they play Purdue and Maryland right now, because both of those teams have improved. Whereas Clemson, they just haven't been able to get like any like scoring options going for their team, and their defense is now faltering. They won against Alabama also, yeah. So that's probably why they were ranked so high at number 12. They beat at one point they beat Alabama, and it was at Alabama. That's when Alabama didn't get anything going on. That was before they just totally resurged and completely became a new team for Alabama. And also, Clemson beat Florida State the first time by 10. And it was at home for Clemson. So Clemson hit their peak already. And they already hit their peak back in December. See, they won against power conference teams all over the map here. Florida State, Miami, NC State. Tight games against Miami and NC State. And then last 2 games, they just get blown out. Hey, welcome, Raven. Yep, tight game going on here. Providence should have been up by 6 at the half. It should have been 27-21, but Colin Gillespie had a 3-point shot right before halftime. Yeah, this just been a stone-cold game as far as the shooting. Yep, and yeah, Florida State has a star for once now with Scotty Barnes, too. Oof. 2 shots made in the last 8 minutes. Ouch. Like nails on a chalkboard. Oof. I'm going to turn on that game for a moment, see. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Downman McCrab, welcome back in the stream here. Michigan State. So they're in a pause right now for Michigan State. 26-16 Florida State, and Florida State just scored with 6:15 left to go. So it's 28-16 Florida State, and they're at home. Florida State would replace Clemson in the rankings. Clemson will be way outside of the rankings with a win here today. Michigan State, next game, it's going to be against, oh boy, it's against Rutgers on Thursday. So Rutgers is completely fallen apart. Rutgers now in danger of missing the tournament now, since they keep on losing games. But that's going to be on Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern time, Michigan State, Rutgers. And Florida State just hit a 3-point shot, 31-16. Clemson just can't score, 5:30 left to go in the first half here. So this so-called Clemson defense that was great this season, Florida State's put up 30+ with under 5.5 minutes left to go before half. Hey, sorry to hear that, Raven. Send my thoughts and prayers out to your granddaughter. Let's send some prayer emojis out in the chat for Raven's granddaughter. So sorry. to hear that. Let's see if Clemson can shoot free throws as well. They're going to go to the line, trailing by 15. Shooting free throws here, and they hit the first one by Clemson. Yeah, Providence, their defense, man, it's helped them lead this game right now. It's just they had so many turnovers. They turned it over 10 times in the first half alone. They should not be up right now. If you look at the turnover numbers, Providence should not be up. If I just showed you the box score of Providence, just with the turnover numbers and the points in the first half, just showed you Providence's totals, there's no way, I'd say, that Providence will be up in this game. What's good? What's good, my man John from Off the Wall Hockey? Appreciate it, brother, for stopping on by. Big week for Providence, man. Trying to go 2-0 here. Glad to have you on the stream. If you guys like NHL hockey, feel free to hit up my man John from Off the Wall Hockey. Does awesome hockey play-by-play analysis, videos, live content over there as well on Off the Wall Hockey. Vegas just came back from the store. Total upsets today, man, in college basketball. So if you guys are just joining in, catching you guys up with some number 9 ranked Kansas lost at Oklahoma today, 75-68. Florida State blowing number 20 ranked Clemson right out of the water here, 31-18 the score. And Virginia Tech got blown out today against Syracuse, 78-60. Virginia Tech was ranked at number 16. Syracuse was unranked. Baylor, who is, I'm going to take a look at that game. Baylor is taking on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State unranked. And Baylor ranked number 2 in the nation. And Baylor just hit a 3, so Baylor leads at 54-51. We'll keep you guys posted with this game with less than 10 minutes remaining right now since we're at half. Oh, so sorry to hear about the car wreck your granddaughter was in. So sorry. And Baylor just hit another 3. When they get hot, they start to hit down shots. Unranked Maryland leading number 17 ranked Minnesota in that one. And it's on Minnesota's home court. Minnesota's undefeated this year in their home court. And they're losing pretty bad against Maryland. Score there is 51-39 with less than 8 minutes left to go. So crazy upsets all over the place. UNC up against NC State, 75-69. Yeah, it's been a fun day so far for college hoops. Looks like the majority wanted Kentucky versus LSU today, so that's the last stream I'm covering, which I was shocked. I thought that the majority would go for UCLA versus Stanford, which the voting in the first hour looked that way. But I think that Stanford's going to pull off the upset today. 5-point underdogs. Stanford at 8-6 in the bubble, taking on UCLA, ranked number 23 in the nation. And UCLA, last 2 victories by a close margin against bottom 2 conference opponents, Washington and Cal. Stanford's been like a seesaw this season. I think they got a chance, though, to knock them off. And the game's at home for Stanford. Oh my, Richmond losing at LaSalle. That's terrible. That's terrible for Richmond. It's a home game and they're losing against LaSalle 53-46. So that makes Kentucky even worse when Richmond loses to LaSalle, if they do lose, because Richmond blew out Kentucky earlier this season. Hey, what's good, 3D Super? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, things going pretty well here, man. A lot of blowouts today. Just another typical Saturday of college basketball here, with less than 8 weeks before the tournament. That there's more blowouts going on. Now Baylor is heating up. Baylor, number 2 ranked Baylor, leading Oklahoma State 63-51. So Baylor, now it's their 3 ball starting to drop down, and that's where this team just legit, when they're on fire, just their backcourt is just so stacked. The top backcourt in all college hoops. Everybody wants to see another Kentucky CIT worthy performance. Yeah. My prediction there, I'm going to take LSU in a blowout victory by a ton today. LSU 82-65 over Kentucky. LSU is... I don't think people realize that LSU's got a top 15 offense in college basketball. They're not a strong defensive team, but it doesn't matter anyway because Kentucky just can't score the ball. They went 1 for 9 from 3-point range their last game, and once LSU starts hitting their shots and coming on fire, I think it's gonna be tough for Kentucky. They're gonna have to slow it down and make it into a game. Alright, so second half coming to you guys in just a moment. Providence leading this game. Big reason why, because of their defense. They shot the ball only 35% in the first half for Providence, but their defense came in clutch right here. Number 1 3-point shooting team in the Big East for Villanova. Heading into this game at over 40% from the perimeter, and today Villanova struggling from the outside. Their three is just not going down. 3 for 12 at 25% in the first half. Providence plays with grit, passion, intensity. Might not be pretty, but they're going to grind it out in a dogfight, and that is exactly what we have in this one today here. Providence on the road trying to pull off the upset. Yeah, Trenton Wofford and Cam Thomas about to wreck Kentucky there. And it puts out... Cam's looked phenomenal this season. And North Carolina looking to close it out against NC State. So things not looking good for NC State. They're going to fall to 6-5. And they're going to be behind the bubble, so not even in bracket consideration for NC State. Whereas North Carolina improves their resume. They're going to be 10-5 for UNC. 79-69 final minute. North Carolina up. Who will win, Ohio State or Wisconsin? I'm going to take Wisconsin in that one. That's a great matchup. Because those are two teams in the top 10 against each other. Or top 15 against each other, yeah. Later today. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, 15-10. So Ohio State's 15, Wisconsin's 10. So we will start off the second half in just a moment. If you guys are new on this channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. 20 minutes of great basketball. Oh yeah, you got it out in this one here. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got. If you're going Providence or Villanova, hit me up in the chat. Duke or Louisville? That's going to be a tight game there. Could either go either way. I'm going to take Louisville, though, in that one. In a tight game. So those are two great games. Those two games overlap this one. So that's why. If this game had stuck to the 8 o'clock time, I would have covered one of those. I probably would have let it up to you guys to vote for that. If this game was actually moved. Since I'm a Providence fan, I wanted to cover this one. But this game actually moved from... It was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, but they moved it over to 2:30. Yeah, Ian can't wait USC when they play UCLA. I think that's... They play two games, but I think the last one is on the last weekend, and that was a crazy game last season. Yeah, USC should beat Cal today. Cal played close against UCLA, but hopefully USC is aware from that. I think USC will bounce back and get the win. Because USC is playing for a spot to be in the bracket, whereas Cal... They're at the bottom of the conference. They're just trying to get better for Cal. Washington beat Colorado. That's a terrible loss for Washington. Yeah, hopefully Providence is able to continue this one and pull off a big win. If so, if Providence wins this game, I better see the team of the week. I better see Andy Katz this week put Providence as the team of the week there, because they just. If they win this game, that means they've won against two top 15 teams. They won against Creighton on Wednesday, and if they win this one, this is huge. Hey, what's good from Hong Kong? Hardy, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you in the channel. Good Sunday morning out there. Why is the second half taking so long? Wow, bracketology 5 days ago at USC is a 6 seed playing Duke. Wow. Yeah, that's a little bit too high, I feel like, right now. I think eventually before it's over, they'll probably land around like a 10 or an 11. Possibly playing game potential, maybe. It all depends, because the Pac-12 has been like really just up and down all over the place. What in the world's going on here? They just haven't started off the second half right now. They're going to in just a moment. Alright, Providence is on the first 4 out, so definitely a win here certainly helps to put them back in the bracket. That's according to... Okay, that's according to a Fox Sports bracketologist, though. So that's a Fox Sports bracketologist. That's not like Joe Lunardi or Jerry Palm's bracketology, though. So everybody has like different areas they're gonna put teams. I saw that I think it was Jerry Palm that put Colorado State in the bracket as like the last 4 in. He had put them in the bracket. Wow, North Carolina. They were looking good. That game's in the final minute. Let's see. Yeah, 83-74. That's what I got right now. Might be a little bit behind. Baylor up by 14, 67-53. Yeah, the second half taking forever to start. Don't have any clue what's going on, but Fox just sent us back to the network well early than what we were supposed to go back. So the second half hasn't even started here right now. Yeah, they're just outside the bracket. Jerry Palm in love with the Mountain West this season. I can't picture 4 teams in there. I see 2 teams in from the Mountain West. Boise State, and then probably right now it's Utah State. So 2 teams from the Mountain West. Boise State, Utah State right now. San Diego State. It's going to be a battle between who wants that 2 in the Mountain West. San Diego State or Utah State. And then I just don't see Colorado State in the bracket. Hey, what's good, Red Sox fan? Welcome to the stream, man. So we should be starting off the second half in a moment. Hey, welcome back, Ryan, again. Yeah, he puts out good to see the Red Sox making some moves right there last 2 days. Definitely for sure. Glad to see that they're able to help out their bullpen because it's been rough past 2 years. Yeah, Maryland looking to upset Minnesota, and that game's at Minnesota. I have no clue what happened here. Delayed due to arena lighting issue. So that's what's going on. So this game has been delayed due to an arena lighting issue. Oh, nice. Oh, man. Actually, it's... Okay, so it worked out, I guess. So this would have definitely cut into time with a 5 o'clock stream. So I guess something had to... Jeez. Unbelievable. So this game has been delayed due to an arena lighting issue right now. Hopefully we're able to play the second half if they're able to get the lights back on. Unbelievable. I remember it was a couple of years ago. Providence had a game and the players started slipping on the court. Yeah, the arena lights are just not on for some of them. And Beyonce perform at halftime. Unbelievable. Like, what in the world? Never seen that in my life. Hopefully they're able to get that back up, and hopefully we'll be fine. Right now we're delayed due to a lighting issue. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. It was on Providence court, and the ice from underneath that they have for the hockey rink, because they play at the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and the ice from underneath, I guess the condensation, it was like a 70-degree day in February, and the ice underneath rose up, and then the players started slipping on the court, and one of the players got injured, and they delayed the game, and they played the second half at Alumni Hall at Providence's women's basketball gym, which actually is hosting the men's team now, because they're storing the vaccine in the Dunkin' Donuts Center right now. Yeah, I remember that, the Summer League game where they suspended it. All that hype between Zion and RJ, and they suspended the Summer League game. I remember that stream. That was ridiculous. Like, all the people that came into the game and was like, show the game, show the game. I want to see Zion. Show the game. Alabama A&M have a second top scorer in college basketball. And number 1, Jalen Johnson. North Carolina won right there, 86-76. Right there. Hopefully we're able to get back into this one, and hopefully this game's just not stopped. No, I see offensive leaders here behind Eric Fan put out. I see leading scorer this season is Luka Garza, according to ESPN. 26.9 points per game. I'm going to take a look at Baylor, Oklahoma State. That game's on a timeout. Then I'll see about Florida State destroying Clemson right now. Oh, man. Oh, that game's at halftime. Yeah, great win for North Carolina to get back on track. Baylor up against Oklahoma State. Now they're up big, 77-61. Wow, Darren's going with Texas A&M. Let's see. I don't even know who they're playing today. Let's see. Ole Miss. Oh, okay. Yeah, they got a chance. So Texas A&M has the chance if they're playing Ole Miss. At halftime, Florida State leads Clemson 42-24. No surprise there. Yeah, Richmond's losing to LaSalle 55-52. Yeah, Arkansas was able to win. So that's what happens when you play the full 40 of basketball. And Arkansas did today, instead of only playing in the second half. 92-71, Arkansas beat Vanderbilt. Maryland still up against Minnesota, 56-44. And, yeah, Florida up against Georgia, 2.5 left to go, 82-71. So Florida's had a good week themselves. And Baylor, with 3.5 minutes left remaining, looking to take it against Oklahoma State. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Have they made any progress here? I don't think so. Delayed due to an arena lighting issue still. Yeah, that will help out the Dayton Flyers there since they lost to LaSalle. That LaSalle's up against Richmond right now. I'm just going to see what they have, anything on Twitter over here. So, hopefully we're able to get this lighting back here. So, it's delayed. Sunlight delay. Oh, okay. So, yeah, they should be able to fix that. Oh, so I thought it was a delay that the lights were out. It's a sun glare delay. Somebody didn't patch the window with a curtain big enough to cover it to provide shade there. So they're gonna have to get a curtain right there to cover the window, because that's what happened. The sun was shining in the eyes of the players, so they had to stop the game and delay it. Unbelievable. that we're in 2021 and this game gets delayed right now. And that's the reason why, because of sun glare from one of the windows, because somebody didn't properly put the correct blinds on the window to put the shade in. So that's what happens here. I guess Villanova playing in the... They're not playing at Wells Fargo Arena. They're playing at Finneran Pavilion today. Hey, thanks so much, Mario, for stopping on my man, and that should be a good game. What's good, Jackson? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Kansas lost to Oklahoma today, so Kansas just their front courts had a lot of problems this season. Very embarrassing that these facilities, and you got the sun coming straight through. Vaughn just saw my reaction when the earthquake happened. Oh yeah, that was a classic reaction. What a stream that was. I could not believe the like to dislike ratio on that stream. That was ridiculous. Like, all the people kept on asking, I want to see the game, I want to see the game. And I think I was only on YouTube for like 4 months or so, like, streaming games. That was, I think, my 4th month into YouTube. That was the biggest stream by far. And so many people asked me to show the game. It was ridiculous. Hey, what's good, Ray? Welcome to the stream. This game is delayed due to sun coming from the window that I guess they didn't put blinds in the window, and there's sun glare straight through the window. So they just didn't put blinds there. Unbelievable. PC men's basketball on their Twitter page. Just tweeting out about this. Oh man, because Providence is no stranger to delays. They had one with the condensation up at the ice rink underneath where Providence plays at the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and Providence men's basketball, they were just tweeting out about that one. We've had bat delays, wet floor delays, and now we can add sun delays right there. If it's right on the Twitter page what the sun looks like just shining straight through. So this game will be played today. And it will be played now. So yes, finally. So finally here, yes, so we get back to action. Okay, let's go. So here we go, second half, everybody. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Villanova will get the basketball as we start the second half. Villanova will go right to left in the court. Providence will go left to right. Inbound for the Wildcats. So finally, the second half right now into this one. Villanova gets the inbound as we are finally back to action. They have it at the top of the key. Justin Moore moves over to the left wing. They'll take a three. They missed it. Rebound by Providence by Nate Watson. The Friars were their first possession now in the second half. They'll take it past half court. David Duke, top of the key. As he is guarded by Daniels. Moves it out left wing. Breed floats it over the top. Watch out. Nate Watson. Able to sneak behind the defense. Throws down the two-handed jam. Great start for Providence here. Right off the bat. Feeding in the big fella to the second half to start off. Nate Watson now with 4. Watson and Duke have scored double figures in every single game this season. A dangerous duo. Number 2, number 3 in the Big East, averaging over 19 points per game. Villanova ball. Gillespie moves it back outside. Contested 3. Off the mark. Great defense by Breed. Rebound. Providence, but they lost it. They had the chance there. They had the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. So Villanova will have it. So finally, this game is resumed. Hey, what's good, Ray Carlo? Hopefully they're able to pull off the upset here for the Friars today. What's good, Armando? Welcome to the stream. Inbound. Villanova straight away 3. Hits it. Somebody forgot to cover. The top of the key 3 by right there from the perimeter by Caleb Daniels. 2-point game. 19 minutes remain. Friars basketball. At the left wing. David Duke has it, and whoa, they're going to call travel. Whoa. Whoa, man. What in the world? They're going to call a travel right there? You got to be kidding me. Had Coley looking around. He's like, well, what just happened? They called Duke on the travel. That's turnover number 11, so Villanova has it back. Drives inside, underneath. No good. Daniels missed it. It's going to go right back over to Providence. I'd probably take Celtics there since it's professional. But, Providence has a left wing perimeter. Into the hands of Duke. Duke at the top. Bounce pass, and that's going to get deflected. Duke able to grab it, though. Duke takes the three. Hit the front rim. Gets the offensive rebound. Reeves over to Breed. They save it. 20 in the shot clock. 18-15 left to go. Providence by 2. Lobs over to Watson. Inside the post. Puts it up. No good. Tipped up. And rebound Gillespie for Villanova. 18 minutes approaching the mark left to go. Gillespie dribbles. Will set up the offense here. He's guarded at the left baseline. Backs his way on Duke. Swings it back to the top here. Shot fake. As that is Samuels. Puts it up off the side of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Back outside. They'll take another three. Robinson Earl missed it. Left corner. Rebound right back over to Providence. 17:45 left to go. Providence has the top of the key. Moves over left wing to Reeves. Reeves will hand it off here to Duke. Duke around the perimeter, top of the key. 17:30 left to go. Duke passes to the top here to Gant. Nichols will pass it inside, gets deflected, stolen away. Villanova with the basketball and then transition, going to jam it down as that is a tie game. 29-29. We'll try it again. Turnover number 12. So Baylor just won there. Big comeback by Baylor. Smacky, what's good here? Welcome onto the stream here, man. David Duke around the perimeter to Nichols in the tie game. Nichols passes back outside to Duke at the top of the key. Yep, Oklahoma was at home today. Duke drives inside. No good off the glass. Rebound by Robinson Earl. Villanova has a transition. Three. They'll take it. And way off the mark. No good. Rebound by Providence as they tried to save it. No, they couldn't get it. Oh, they had the chance right there to get the rebound. Villanova gets it back around the perimeter. They're open. Deep 2 jumper. That's good by Caleb Daniels. All the space in the world. Villanova leads it by 2. 31-29. 7-zip run. First lead since the score was 7-9 here for the Wildcats. They got to just settle down with the basketball. Put the ball into the hands of Duke here. Duke has it. Hands it off to Nichols. Nichols to the left wing, hands it off to Breed. Breed will now dribble, turn the corner, drive inside, and Breed lost control of the basketball. Gets it back, though. Blocked up in the air and a blocking foul. Robinson Earl picks up the personal, and the freshman, Allen Breed, has the chance to tie it up at the free throw line and shoot 2 here. Wow, Jerry Palmer's Alabama's a 4. They've been playing out of their mind lately. Allen Breed, 8 points, 9 rebounds. First free throw, got it. It's been so crucial for this team today. And Wisconsin's at home. Yeah, Louisville's not a good three-point shooting team. So that's not good if they're hitting threes because they couldn't hit them against Florida State. Second free throw, Breed ties it up 31. 16-10 left to go. Villanova takes it past half court with Gillespie. Gillespie now, top of the key. Robinson Earl sets the pick, moves it back out to the right wing. Justin Moore, bounce pass over to Robinson Earl. Guarded by Watson, jumper, right baseline, sinks it. That's good for 2. 15:50 left to go. Providence ball. Breed moves it over to Reeves. A.J. Reeves has been silent, only taken 2 shots. 2 points by Reeves today, both at the line. Jumper for a deep 2. Duke, splash. Hits that one down. Top of the free throw circle. Tie game. 33-33. That's a great look right there. Nice touch by Duke. Duke with 10 points. Double figures. Still has it for this season every single game. Villanova will take a 3. Outside, Robinson Earl missed it. And the rebound goes to Providence. Watson taps into the hands of Duke. Here's Duke now with the ball. 15-15 left to go. Gives it up for Breed here. Breed has it. Breed dribbles right baseline. Circles the rim underneath. Leaves it over for the dump off there to Nichols. Couldn't finish. You got to finish that, man. Missed the layup. Rebound Villanova. Tie at 33. 15 minutes left to go. Villanova dribbles inside, and a personal foul picked up here by Jimmy Nichols of Providence. Wow, Bradley puts out here. This is the first game that Louisville has led at the first media timeout. Cards up 10-5. Yeah, Auburn dropped 109 today against South Carolina. So we take a timeout. We are even 33-30 in this game right now. 15 minutes remain on the media timeout. First one of the second half. Alright, second half here, folks, in this game so far. Quick scoreboard update. Baylor has won over Oklahoma State. 81-66 to score. Maryland winning Minnesota. Maryland's going to win. Minnesota, that's sad. Only scoring 47 today with 38 seconds left to go. 61-47 with under a minute left to play. UNC won today over NC State, 86-76. Florida looking like they're going to take the W over Georgia, 84-75. Final 30 seconds there. Keep you guys posted. Ohio State, Wisconsin, that game is going to tip off in just a moment. Louisville up against Duke, 10-5. What's good, Lamar? Welcome to the stream, man. Definitely. Defense is huge for Providence. It's kept them in the first half. But yeah, definitely going to start scoring if they want to win this game. That is one thing for sure. This defense has been huge. I like what Allen Breed has done. One more rebound, and he's got himself a double-double today for the freshman. 10 points, 9 rebounds. And David Duke's got a double-double right now. 10 points and 10 rebounds by Duke. Zero assists for Duke. He's going to get some on the board here before this game is over. Nate Watson's only got 4 points. That's a tough matchup inside. But if they can get Nate Watson able to post up inside there, that's a difficult matchup going up against Robinson Earl. That's huge for Providence here if they're able to get Nate Watson into double figures. Yeah, 33-33 with 33 watching right now. Too bad we don't have 3:33 remaining. We still got 15 minutes left to go, though. Hey, what's good? It's Austin. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Kentucky versus LSU later today, so that game is the one I'll be covering. So that game got voted for instead of UCLA versus Stanford. Watson and Duke have only combined for 14 today. They usually go off for like anywhere around the ballpark of 30 plus. Alright, so 15 minutes left to go. Back from the timeout. Jimmy Nichols had picked up the personal foul before the timeout for Providence, and it's going to be Villanova going to get the basketball. I better see over 60 plus people out in that Kentucky versus LSU stream, because over 60 people voted for me to cover it for tonight. Inbound here by Villanova. They pass it over to Eric Dixon at the right elbow. He feeds it over inside underneath Samuels, guarded by Nichols. Back out to Gillespie. Deep three. Missed it. Tipped up, and the ball goes into the back of the front court, able to get the offensive rebound. Gillespie dribbles now right baseline. Bounce pass off the cutter. Oh, jeez, big jam. Villanova throws it down. Jermaine Samuels in the fouls. He'll go to line, shoot one. 35-33 with 14:45 left to go. Holy smokes. Jermaine Samuels just throwing it down. Yep, LSU will win that game. I've got LSU by 17. Free throw is good at the line. Yeah, since Duke University's playing keeps on getting confused if I'm talking about David Duke or Duke University. Oh, imagine if Providence takes on Duke in the tournament. How confusing that would be. Because Duke constantly, like every single possession, he has the ball at least once in his hands. Just like now, shoots the three. Duke missed it from the outside. Offensive rebound by Reeves for a chance to tie with a three. Breed will set it up, though. 14:20 left to go. Duke now has it back with his hands. Dribbles towards the left corner. Duke, step back three over Dixon. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound by Villanova. Wildcats have with Swider. They'll take it past half court. 14 minutes, we approach the mark remaining. Left wing perimeter, Gillespie, guarded by Breed. Moves it out to the top of the key. Swider takes the three straight away, sinks it. Oh, they got to lock this up right now because when Villanova gets hot, They can start dropping down triples. Timeout taken here at Ed Coley on the court. Yeah, good timeout there by Ed. 39-33, 13:57 left to go as the clock will stop. All right, so right now on the timeout here currently, Arkansas football for next year. I don't pay attention to like much college football or so. Probably something like 8-5 or so. Yeah, I only have to make the call by only saying his number. What's good, Dennis? Welcome to the stream, man. Right now on the timeout currently in this one. Yeah, Providence just can't score. Everything keeps on hitting the rim short. They got to get better looks. Louisville up against Duke right now, 12-10. Currently the score in that game. West Virginia coming out of quarantine looking good, leading Kansas State 10-4. St. John's in a tie game against Utah Valley, playing a non-conference game today, because their opponent they played today is on a pause right now. I think it was supposed to be Georgetown today for St. John's, or either Xavier. Either way, St. John's in a tie game against Utah Valley. That's a random matchup. Absolutely random matchup they just threw together at the last minute. Yeah, things are going pretty well. Florida State destroying Clemson. Wow, 48-24. Yeah, Clemson just, they've fallen completely downwards. They're probably not even going to make it into the tournament either. What's good, Mitch? Welcome to the stream, man. That was a tight game for a while, and then Baylor, just when their threes go down, they're just so dangerous. He's liking Baylor, best team in the country here. Baylor and Gonzaga, would love to see that in a national title game. Alright, so we're going to get back to action here in just a moment. Yeah, Oklahoma won today. Yep. Here we go, right back into action here. Oh, man. 13:50 left to go. 39-33 the score. Providence gets the inbound here on the court. Duke back outside. And he hit the three right there from the left wing. That one goes down at the left wing perimeter. So I had a frog in my throat for a second. We're fine now. What's good, JM21? Appreciate, man, for stopping them by here. Missouri Valley State versus Chicago State dream matchup. 13:20 remaining. Jumper. Villanova, no good. Hit the rim short. Rebound back to Providence. Providence takes it past half court. Duke now with the basketball. Top of the key. Into the hands here, Nichols. Jumper. Got it. Another one right there. Hits it down. It's a 1-point game. If you guys are new on the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe as I cover play-by-play here, basketball and behind here, basketball. Providence able to get on a run here past couple moments. Some offense they're generating. Couple big shots. Villanova quick timeout, 13:10 left to go. Yeah, Arkansas against Oklahoma State. Yep. It's for the SEC Big 12 Challenge. Because, yeah, Baylor takes on Auburn next week. Kansas versus Texas, so yeah, I think there could be a lot of, like, potential blowout matchups in there, but possibly maybe upsets. We'll see. Is Missouri going to get blown out by Tennessee again? I'm gonna go with them splitting the series. I think Missouri can take that one. today. We're back to action. 39-38. Villanova by 1 to get the basketball. Top of the key. Gillespie. Dribbles guarded by Nichols. Drives inside. Gillespie with a left hand. Missed the layup, but a fall from behind, though, by Jimmy Nichols Jr. It's going to send Gillespie to shoot, too. Yeah, Tennessee, Kansas. That's a huge game for both of those teams. Oh, man. So there were 137 votes in the poll. 62% voted for Kentucky versus LSU. So 62% of 137 is about 85. So 85 people voted for Kentucky versus LSU. So there better be at least 85 tonight on that stream popping in. Even though I feel like that's going to be an upset that's going to be a big blowout if I had to predict. LSU by a bunch. Whereas Stanford versus UCLA, that's going to be a tight game. First free throw good at the line by Gillespie. 40-38. Taking Alabama in that one. I'm not predicting any opponent to beat Alabama until it actually happens. Alabama's on a roll and they look unstoppable. 41-38. Duke now with the basketball at the top of the key. 12.5 left to go. Moves over to Breed here at the right wing. He's guarded by Daniels. Breed passes over to Reeves around the perimeter. Right corner Reeves moves it over inside to Watson. On his matchup right there, and that's going to be a big collision. And Nate Watson turns it over again. Unbelievable. Jeremiah Robinson, they're all just so good in the post. Villanova will have it back. Top of the key, Gillespie. 12.5 left to go. He is guarded by Gant. Moves it over to the right baseline dribble here. Samuels underneath. As he'll go spin move inside. That gets blocked underneath, but able to get it back. Samuels underneath the hoop here. Moves it back to the top. Daniels will take a 3 and gut it. Wow, did not think that would hit until it was able to soar straight through. 44-38. 12 minutes as we approach the mark remaining in this one. Providence down by 6, trying to get something here to click offensively. Duke moves it over to Gant. Gant at the left elbow, feeds it inside. Terrible pass, looking for Watson, couldn't fit it there. Stolen away by Villanova in transition. Gillespie inside, shovels it out left corner. Shot fake, left baseline dribble, and that's good for 2. Oh, man. Justin Moore, good for 2, getting on a run once again, and timeout Ed Cooley. 11:46 left to go. Down to 2 timeouts for Providence. 2 timeouts Villanova. Wow, Kentucky is favorite? How in the world is Kentucky the favorite against a top 10 offense in LSU? Holy smokes. Yeah, LSU's definitely going to bounce back today in that game. They got destroyed by Alabama their last game. Holy smokes. So right now we're in the timeout here, folks. Villanova going on a run. Yeah, Michigan got destroyed by Minnesota. It's tough to get a read of these Big Ten teams. And then today, Minnesota just could not score against Maryland. Maryland won today over Minnesota. So Kentucky with a 4-9 record is a 2-point favor over 10-3 LSU today. Unbelievable. Yeah, I actually predicted Providence would win this game, Jam. So I actually predicted they would win in this one. Lamar thinks they'll win as well, and Vegas did as well here. They got something to prove that if they want to be in the bracket, you got to win these games. If you want to be in the bracket, that's what Oklahoma did today. That's what Maryland did today. And a lot of teams that's on the bubble, they have done it today. Florida State crushing Clemson 56-26. And yeah, Richmond's going to lose against LaSalle 74-68. LaSalle winning in the final minute 20. Unbelievable. Yeah, definitely believe LSU will win. I believe Stanford will win against UCLA today. So those are some of my predictions for other games. Yeah, Illinois is still ranked right now. So Illinois is ranked at 22, and they're 10-5. Red Sox fan going out for Alabama to win the SEC. I've got them right now to win the SEC. Okay, so currently in the timeout, we got 11:47 left to go. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. And Villanova heating up here. Oh yeah, that's not a good game to bet on for the LSU game, since that one is close. Yeah, that's a close line. Who won the Pac-12 at this moment? I'm gonna take Oregon to win the Pac-12. Oregon's on a pause currently. They're supposed to be coming back. And that team's a lot of transfers, but I think they're going to get it together and they're going to win. UCLA, I think the injury to Chris Smith is going to catch up to UCLA at some point. So we get back to action. 46-38 Providence with the basketball. Top of the key Duke, as he is guarded by Moore. Duke dribbles, still at the top of the key right now. Duke still with the basketball, 11.5 left to go. Duke backs his way and just pass gets deflected, stolen away by Villanova. 11:25 left to go. Too many Providence turnovers, 15 of those turnovers. Gillespie at the left wing. Dribbles now at the top here. Dribble drive inside behind the defense and no good. Rolled around the rim and out. That was key right there for Providence. Could have been a 10-point lead instead. That rim just not generous. Floats it underneath Watson, back outside. Reeves elevates, takes the three. No good, missed it. That's his spot. That's where he usually makes from the perimeter. Rebound Villanova. Wildcat spin move behind the defense. Too easy. Good for two by Justin Moore. Where's the defense they had? Come on, that's too easy. 48-38, 10:45 left to go. Yeah, Florida State blowing out Clemson. Underneath Duke, jumper, takes it, and there's a foul. It's going to be offensive by David Duke. Yes, so I got LSU winning by 17. $10:38 left to go. Villanova has it. That's 16 turnovers by Providence. Villanova at the top of the key. Justin Moore moves it over into the hands of Gillespie. Back out to the left wing to Moore. Moore drives inside, bounce pass, just watch out, big jam. Robinson there all good for two with a slam. 50-38 to score, 10 minutes left to go. LSU's got an explosive offense in Kentucky as Providence turns it over. Horkler, just terrible pass out of bounds. LSU, they do two things really well. They can score and they can force turnovers. And Kentucky had a lot of problems against Georgia in that game. They had a lot of problems turning over the basketball, and they also have had problems scoring. And that game could get ugly if LSU is able to make their shots and Kentucky can't. Gillespie dribbles now. Drives inside, underneath, pump fake, moves it back around the perimeter. Moore. Now we'll go pro hop inside the paint, puts it up, and they call a travel on Moore. 6 o'clock it starts, Red Sox fan. 50-38, Providence will get it back. Part of an 11-zip run by Villanova. Providence needs to score if they want to stay in this game. Breed at the top of the key. Reeves over to Horkler here. Moves it over to Duke in his hands. Duke at the left wing perimeter. 9:25 left to go. Down by 12. Back out to Reeves. Reeves at the right wing. Bounce pass off the cut underneath Watson. Double team. Watson puts it up and Watson scores. That's good for two. Need a whole lot more than that though. 50-40. Defense needs to come in and key throughout the entirety of this one. Yeah, better be 85 plus people in the chat today for that game who voted for it. They better not be watching the game over on ESPN with somebody else who's showing it, whoever voted for that one. Villanova drives inside, foul picked up by Providence. Clock will stop with 9:35. I think it's going to be on Allen Breed. He picks up the personal. Turnover's just been the bane here for Providence. They've turned it over the last five times. They've turned it over in the last 4 minutes. So 2 free throws coming up at the line by Villanova. First one got it. Second free throw coming up. That one's good. 52-40 with 8:50 remaining. Providence basketball. Allen Breed at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Horkler here, left wing. Horkler moves into the hands of Breed once again. 8:35 left to go. Breed drives. Behind the defense. Should have been an easy layup. Instead, he missed it. Rebound back to Villanova. Yeah, Belmont and Winthrop. Those two teams look pretty dangerous to watch out for. Possibly bracket busters. Villanova at the inside the post. Puts it up and they get fouled again. Caleb Daniels going to shoot 2 at the line. So that's their 6th personal by Providence here, second half. Part of a 13-2 run by Villanova. First free throw, got it. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I just cannot imagine a tournament this year without Providence. I can't. They were either a 7-10 that I predicted them, and this team's just not living up to potential. Like, this team's definitely not living up to potential. 54-40 to score. 8:15 left to go. It's the non-conference that's just really hurt them with losses against Alabama and Indiana. Away from the basketball, foul picked up. It's going to be by Villanova. Eric Dixon picks up the foul with 8:11. Providence inbounds. Horkler. Top of the key. Hands it off to Reeves around the perimeter. Reeves puts it back into the hands of Gant. Gant now dribbles. Drives inside. Nice dish underneath. Big jam. Might have started something by Watson. They're going to call it off, though. They call it off. Personal foul from behind by Swider, so they're not even going to count the bucket. Timeout taken. 8 minutes left. Oh, they are going to count the bucket. Okay, so 54-42. Okay, late bucket there by Watson. With a foul picked up by Swider. It's going to be 1 free throw by Watson here at the line. Coming up after the timeout. So 8 minutes left to go. I was going to say, didn't think it was on the pass for the foul. Wow, Ohio State up against Wisconsin 15-9. All right, quick scoreboard update here today. LaSalle, 18 seconds left to go, leading Richmond. 82-78. Not looking good for Richmond. Yes, I think Missouri will make it to the tournament. What seed do I think they'll be? Yeah, I'll probably say a 6 for Missouri. Holy smokes. Florida State destroying Clemson out of the building today, 63-28. Unbelievable. Louisville up by 1 against Duke, 23-22. West Virginia over Kansas State, 21-6. St. John's up by 1 against Utah Valley, now 2, 30-28. Yes, St. Bonaventure looking good. I think there's going to be 2 A-10 bids, St. Bonaventure, St. Louis. Richmond's killing themselves right now. Richmond's not going to make the tournament. Possibly, there could be another team that just comes out of there, just erupts late, but I don't know. So, yeah, right now we're just in a timeout. Yeah, Providence could have made it. They could have... They had Sweet 16 potential, I feel like, last season on that 6-game winning streak. Things were clicking. Second half scoring, Villanova outscoring Providence 30-15. The defense just hasn't shown up here. They also got to hit their shots too, and it's also been a problem, and turnovers been a major issue. Yeah, they haven't played a game in a month for St. Louis. But they have the chance to make a deep tournament run depending on the matchups for St. Louis. So right out of the timeout, 8 minutes left to go. And they just need to hit their shots, and they need to hit them quick. It's going to be a tough one. So Nate Watson here at the free throw line, shooting in the and one here at the line. So one shot at the charity stripe. Watson yet to hit double figures. He's scored double figures every single game this season, looking for 9. And no good. He's stuck at 8 points. That free throw hurts them right there. Only missed 2 free throws in the line. A rebound by Villanova, 7:50 left to go. Wildcats basketball, right wing perimeter, Gillespie. Guarded by Horkler here at the top of the key. 7:40 left remaining. Over to Gillespie once again. Shot fake, drives inside. One-on-one with Horkler. Just too good. Why is he taking on Gillespie right there? Noah Horkler just barely gets any playing time. Villanova by 14. 7.5 left to go. Horkler at the top. Horkler's the one running the offense for that brief period of time, too. Well, like that, back outside of Horkler. He'll take the 3, and guess what? He misses. Rebound Villanova. Wildcats have it. 7:15 remaining. Gillespie dribbles. Back out, left corner. Samuels. Foul. Picked up, and it's going to be on Duke, his 3rd. So Providence personal foul, and that's their 7th. So Villanova will head to the line. Yeah, not looking good for Providence. Duke and Watson have been stopped, and there's just been no 3rd scoring option this season, and that's been a major problem. Yep, I remember when Villanova could barely beat BC. First free throw, that's good by Villanova. Yeah, they had a lot of trouble that night with a dribble drive penetration against BC. Second one's good. I remember when they got torched by Frederick Scott and Rich Kelly, the 2 mid-major transfers on opening night. 16-point Villanova lead. They made their last 3 shots from the floor. Providence way out of sync, trying to get something. Breed, top of the key, 3. Takes it, makes it. That's a big one. Good job off the screen right there by Allen Breed. Lets it rain. So under 7 minutes left to go. Underneath, puts it up just too good. Jermaine Samuels with a slam. Oh, they're wrecking them with one-on-one matchups here in the second half. 60-45. 6:20 left to go. Providence ball. Gant moves it over to Duke. Duke at the left wing. This is exactly what they did to Georgetown back in December. Villanova was trailing by a bunch at halftime and came back and destroyed them. Ball gets tapped, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Villanova, so Providence will have it back. .6:10 left to go. Providence inbounds. Duke around the perimeter. He has at the right wing. Backs his way to the right elbow at the J, the Jeep logo. Right baseline. Turnaround jumper. Overshoots the rim. No good. Rebound Villanova. 6 minutes left remaining. They're going to get a big fat L on this one because they couldn't make any second half adjustments whatsoever or shoot the basketball. Gillespie. Bounce pass. Right baseline. Tapped. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Providence. 17 turnovers by Providence today. Yeah, Florida State destroying Clemson. And to think that Providence was going to beat Villanova. Oh, come on! 5:45 left to go. That's all I have to say right there. Villanova has it. Just terrible game here that they played in the second half. Gillespie. Moves it back to the top. They'll take a. They're gonna drive inside. Bounce pass, leaves it off for Dixon, and he gets fouled. Okay, that's gonna be foul number 8 today. Play fantasy baseball. Oh boy. Big fat L and probably lost out on the bracket too. So welcome North Carolina State. You can welcome Providence to the group for NIT bids. NIT bids, NC State and Providence. You can welcome in there. It looks like most likely. Unless they turn it around. You gotta have faith and turn it around. This is unfortunate. Just very unfortunate here. That scream scared my man behind the arc fan. Come on. They go back and just regress to their ways this season. This team has so much talent. They're just letting it to waste. Villanova over 2 at the line. Yeah, Clemson's at, I don't think Clemson's going to make the tournament. Clemson will not make the tournament, I feel like. Breed lobs it over the top. Watson does not complete the dunk, but there's a foul, and that's going to be on Breed. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable with 5:20 left to go. Yeah, you honestly never know. It's going to be tough. So tough. 5:20 left remaining, 60-45. Yeah, looking at the teams though that they lost against though, those teams are on the bubble as well, like Indiana. That's the thing. So that just hurts. 15-point lead. Villanova inside, underneath, and they're gonna wave off the bucket, but we'll go to the free throw line. Part of the double bonus now. Do I think any ACC coach is going to get fired? I would say Jim Christian for Boston College. He's long due. So he's going to get fired this season. Yeah, just complete no-show in the second half. This is worse than Texas Tech when they played Houston back in that game in November, and Texas Tech was just a complete no-show. First free throw good, 61-45. Oh, there's going to be some nice yelling when the Celtics games come on and they can't execute. I can't believe I didn't do that yesterday. Maybe it's because Tatum wasn't playing, and I expected it. 62-45, down by 17. This should be the deficit of LSU versus Kentucky later tonight, not this game. Providence bounce pass. Watson couldn't handle it, able to get it back though, and the post turnaround missed it. Tipped up, and Villanova crashes the glass. They get the rebounds. Villanova has it with under 5 left to go. Gillespie hands it off around the perimeter. Moore, top of the key. So yeah, this is a bubble team that did not want to improve their ranking in this game here with this one today. Oklahoma State's still a good team that will be in the tournament. Baylor's playing on a whole nother level. Missed. Layup no good. Providence gets the rebounds. And they'll take it past half court here. Friars with the ball. Drives inside. Good for 2 in transition. That's good. Able to get some points. That was Bryson Goodine. They were able to give some minutes, too, for Providence on the last roster change there. So Goodine now, 2 minutes on the court in a transfer from Syracuse. Yeah, this game's over on Fox. Clemson will make a tournament, the NIT. 62-47 on the timeout. Man, I just hate it how I predict all these games and every single one of them's wrong. It's ridiculous. I bet you that UCLA is going to beat Stanford now today, even though I predict Stanford to win it. It's unbelievable. Every single game I predict so wrong. Louisville losing against Duke, 30-27. The score in that one over on ESPN. West Virginia looking good up against K-State, 27-11. It's a low-scoring game. And then Florida State destroying Clemson, 69-35. Yeah, just awful second half here. Can't hit any shots. Ohio State looking good over Wisconsin, 24-13. 24-13. Yeah, maybe Kentucky will win. Maybe Kentucky will win by 30. Yeah, I did predict FSU destroying Clemson, so I have that one correct. Yeah, Baylor explodes in the second half. That's exactly what happened against TCU. Yeah, so maybe Texas needs to have like a big lead at half or something like that. Yeah, people have the games over on ESPN, so we better have a lot of people who voted for that one over here onto the stream for the Kentucky LSU game later today. Unbelievable season. I'm going to take Alabama there, Red Sox fan. Clemson 9 for 42 from the floor. Wow. Yeah, they just don't have any go-to scores in that team for Clemson. That's a problem. Oof. Yeah, they just did not show up in the second half. Unbelievable. They just quit altogether here in the second half. 4:20 left to go. Villanova gets the inbounds. And yeah, I thought it would be a close game too. Villanova just turned it over. Goes out of bounds. Providence will get it back. They just came out completely flat here second half. Goodine at the right wing. And I thought that they would transfer that momentum into this one. Passing the post to Watson, couldn't finish. See, that should have been a 3-point play right there. So you're looking at the score. It should have been 62-50. If he gets that bucket, instead he's going to go to the line and shoot 2, which he did miss a free throw on the last trip. They just haven't been able to convert those and one opportunities. First free throw, Watson got it. 62-48. Second free throw by Watson, and no good. He's still not at his double figures total. He's got 9. 1 for 2 again. Rebound by Villanova. They put pressure in the backcourt here. Villanova able to take it past backcourt. Ooh, he stepped behind. I thought he stepped behind. That should have been a backcourt violation. 1 foot across, 1 foot was behind when he caught the basketball, but no, the refs are going to say. 3:45 left to go. Gillespie dribbles, flings it out over to Robinson. Earl takes the jumper over Watson, and he's just too good. At the right elbow, knocks it down. 64-48, 3.5 left remaining. Yeah, Duke's not even in there right now. Pass underneath to Watson and a foul here. The bucket good by Watson, so Watson finally in double figures. So him and Duke extended the season. Yeah, they do points by home runs, hits, RBIs, runs, stolen bases. So they give you points for that. They also give points for pictures for like innings pitched, and also strikeouts. And they take away points when like earned runs for pitchers or strikeouts for batters. 64-50. And Watson hits the free throw. So 3.5 left to go. Yeah, Duke was doing so good from 3-point range against Xavier. And today there's just no magic. He only scored 10 points. Just disappointing once again. He's to start his team and he shot the ball 4 for 16 today. They just haven't been able to take any good shot selections here at all. Villanova will get the inbound, up by 13, 3:20 remaining. Gillespie gets it. He dribbles past half court. Gillespie here, top of the key. Bounce pass right wing. Swider back out to Gillespie. Moves over to Moore. He'll take the 3 off the mark, and that's an offensive rebound, so they keep it alive. Gillespie, shot fake back outside. They'll take another 3, rattled out. Rebound by Goodine here, Providence. Under 3 minutes left to go. Providence needs a 3. Breed, should have gone catch and shoot instead. Passing the post to Watson, and Watson gets another offensive foul. Number 4. This is frustrating. Very frustrating today. Robinson Earl, once again, right position, just unbelievable. Watson got that basketball. He almost threw it down. Ed Cooley can't believe it. Yeah, Robinson Earl going to be a top 20 pick. I think so too, man. He has been impressive today. He's getting stops left and right. He shut down Watson. 64-51, and Villanova will keep on slowing down. Gillespie, shot fake left corner. Back out to the top of the key. The problem with Providence is that they only have 2 go-to scorers. That's the thing. It's tough when you play against a complete team here. Like Villanova right there, Jermaine Samuels puts the nasty spin move on you. And that's an easy 2. 66-51. 2:20 left to go. Duke back into the game. Open jumper. No good. Hit the front rim. Just not his game today. A rebound by Villanova. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Gillespie, bounce pass. Left baseline, Samuels. All alone, takes it, missed it off the mark. Tipped up in the air to get the offensive rebound. Back over to Gillespie. He'll take the 3. Got it. Yeah, see, Seton Hall is more of a complete team. Mamukalashavili, Roden, Kale, Bryce Aiken, Shavar Reynolds. They have more of a complete team that can compete there. I think Xavier as well. And the next time they take on Villanova, I think they'll have a better chance because Xavier's a pretty deep team, whereas Providence is just 2 guys. That's it. Jumper mid-range good for 2. It's the reason why they were able to beat TCU, because you go head-to-head, Duke and Watson up against Nemhard and Samuel for TCU, and that's how you get the dub in that type of game where you're playing 2-on-5 here. That's the only thing. Providence steals it, but out of bounds by Goodine. 69-53, minute 19 left to go. Yeah, Clemson was ranked in the ACC at first place because supposedly their defense was top 5 nationally and just got ripped to shreds against Virginia, got ripped to shreds against Georgia Tech, and is getting ripped once again today against Florida State. At the left elbow, Villanova, 1 minute left to go. Shot fake. Samuels back outside to Swider. Swider dribbles left baseline. Underneath, good for 2. First week that we'll see 2 Big East games turn out to not be close games. Usually the Big East has close games. Today, these 2 games have not been as close towards the second half. Where they were at halftime. 3-point shot, Providence missed it. They're going to take another 3 from the corner. They get it. Right there, Allen Breed, he was a bright spot in the first half. Just second half, just really struggling all over the place as far as this team. But Breed, good game for him. 18 points, 10 rebounds. Left corner perimeter. Villanova floats it over to Gillespie. Final 30 seconds. Backs his way. Gillespie, shot fake. Underneath, puts it up over Breed. No good. Rebound by Breed. His 11th rebound. Good to see Breed here for the future for the program because they don't have any like top recruits coming in, so that's my worry for the future here. Watson graduates. Watson can't miss the layup. Watson graduates. Duke's gonna go to the draft most likely, and the future here it's not looking good unless Cooley can swing in some transfers here in the offseason for Providence. But you got Breed though for the future, so that's huge here that he's been able to break out past 2 games. So that's a wrap to this one. Villanova breaks out in the second half, 71-56 the final. Outscores Providence 47-29 in the second half. And yeah, Villanova's back. So just terrible second half here. And if Villanova's down in the first half, say by like 15-20, just take them in the second half, I feel like. Because they did this against Georgetown. This team just finds the disadvantages all over the place, and they take advantage of those in the second half. So that's a wrap here. Going to sign off in this one. Feel free to join me back in about an hour. LSU versus Kentucky. Before you go, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Also, before you sign off, we'll go to the member slide here in this one. We got Jack, Jason, the sports expert, Warren, and Aaron. Thank you out to the 5 members out on the stream. Appreciate you guys for being a part here. So I'm going to sign off here. We'll be back a little bit later. LSU versus Kentucky. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everybody.